There's a new vlogging movement that is having small creators and channels absolutely explode right now. I've been speaking about this for a while, but we're really starting to see the traction, and there's more and more evidence of small channels using this and exploding in just a matter of weeks. We're even seeing bigger creators starting to talk about this topic. So I think this is one of the biggest opportunities on YouTube right now to build your own brand. So if you're growing your own business, you're wanting to grow your own brand, or you're wanting to just grow a channel in general, this is probably the best opportunity to be able to accelerate your growth and create a human brand that is going to connect with your audience. But YouTube seems to be pushing these channels a little bit more. So it's something I'm really going to be looking into. But I want to show you some examples of channels that have literally exploded in the last couple of months. So they have gone from monetized and beyond incredibly quickly. And then I'm going to show you some other big names out there, big creators who are now switching their opinion and starting to speak to this more. So by the end of this video, I think you're probably going to want to look at doing this for your own brand, business, or channel. So the first one I'm going to look at here is someone called Connor Woodman. Now, Connor has absolutely exploded in the last few months. If we look at his channel here, we can see the stats, and he's dipped slightly because he's started to go a bit broader. But we can see in the last 6 months, 63,000 subscribers. So he got all of his subscribers off a few videos in the last few months, especially, and he's still growing. And as we can see here, all he's doing is literally, hence the name Woodman, he is going into the woods and speaking on particular topics. Now, he's gone a bit more mainly sort of general personal development, but when he was speaking about God, he really seemed to connect with people. And all of his videos that stuck to one topic and just spoke to one topic, which is what I'm always saying, keep your message and your goal of your channel congruent. But when he was doing that, he was getting videos with over, well, nearly 1 million views, and they were all getting hundreds of thousands of views. And all he was doing was simply just speaking to the camera. Very pure, very simple vlog form, almost one take edits. We've then got Emma, who is a member in our community, which I will link to in the video description if you want more help. But Emma has literally exploded in the last 6 weeks. She's going absolutely insane right now. And I'm going to apologize to Emma because I'm going to keep using her as an example because she's doing incredibly well. But again, very simple vlogging style, and she's speaking to a particular type of audience, and her channel is getting nearly 500,000 monthly views right now, and she is absolutely exploding. So all of her views, I think of all of her subscribers and views have come in the last 6 weeks. So she has exploded really quickly. So really, really quickly. And it's all from when she started to implement the simple vlogging style of videos. So really not overcomplicating it, but speaking to her audience, engaging in a human way. And now she's able to sell her products, her services, her coaching. And I think she's even almost fully booked out now. So she can't really take on anymore. So she is a very busy person right now. And we then have this other one, which literally a member sent to me of someone that is growing incredibly quickly. And he's just speaking on a very simple thing. He's using break free from the 9 to 5. It's a very clear message. And in 3 videos, he's absolutely exploding. So he's getting, in the last 14 hours, he's got over 3,300 views, 42,000, and then 3,300. So with 3 videos, he's absolutely exploding, probably gotten about 60,000 views. And this is an example of a channel that literally just started. I can't even, it's so new, I can't even see the data, that in the last, I think, almost 4 days, so in the last, not even a week, in the last 4 days, doing this simple vlogging style, he's absolutely exploded. So again, it comes back to having a clear message. If you have a clear message, clear audience, clear goal, clear outcome, and you speak to those people in your videos, then it doesn't have to be some fancy video. It can just be simple talking head. It can be just simple vlogging outside, walking or sitting still. They don't have to be overcomplicated videos. It's about what you're saying inside the videos that matters the most. So literally in 4 days, this guy's already monetized. He's got 4,500 subscribers, and potentially he's going to be able to start monetizing this in a variety of different ways very soon, especially if he keeps growing at that speed. So those are some prime examples of people exploding in record time. And I could show you so many more. And they're all, again, the same vlog style format, very laid back. And what we're seeing is I'm seeing bigger creators who normally wouldn't speak to this type of thing really starting to lean into it. So for a while, I've been speaking probably to this for the last year, and you can start to think, well, am I the only one seeing this? And I'm sure they've all been seeing it for a long time, but they've chosen to potentially ignore it. So if we speak to Ed, I see Ed as the benchmark in storytelling and educational style of YouTube videos. And his whole business has always been really based on quality. And he is now starting to even talk about anti-edit. You see anti-edit videos and already got over 100,000 views in the last 9 days. And that's him talking about how he started to simplify his videos and using a more basic style of editing. And again, saying it's more about what you're saying in it, less about the actual quality of the video. Now, the reason this is important is Ed and other YouTubers. So let me show you another one. And as I said, I love these guys. I'm using them as the benchmark to say that if you don't believe me, believe them. Gabe basically has another channel with about 900,000 subscribers, and he does more cinematic style of vlogging in minimalism and other sorts of productivity. But now he started another channel because he's also seen potentially what I'm seeing, and he's starting to talk about people exploding and doing these sort of more rough style or vlog style videos. And that's what he's now telling in some of his videos people should be doing, that they should just start by creating these very simple types of videos. So we got Gabe, who typically was doing heavily cinematic, high quality videos, also saying the same thing as myself and Ed and Gabe. Now, why is this important? I don't say this to be like, oh, look at me, I was right, vindicated. No, it's nothing like that. The point is, these guys have built their entire business around telling people to do the highest quality of videos. And now that after all this time, for sure, these guys saw the movement at the same time as me. So I've done nothing unique. You know, it's not a special observation. I think they just can't ignore it anymore. So when you've got the people that have based their entire careers of doing the highest production quality videos ever, and now they're saying differently, still have to have quality in your video in terms of the actual what you're saying. You can't just ramble on about nonsense and expect somebody to be interested in you having a cup of tea and talking about garbage. There still has to be actual value in the video, but the production and the human approach to things with all the flaws and some of the mistakes and things are actually becoming a feature of the videos now. And we've got another guy here who basically, Caleb, this is a guy that we should be really listening to because he has now gone freelance. But this guy, Caleb, he used to work with Gary Vaynerchuk and also Alex Hormozi. And now he started his own agency. And he is all about building your own personal brand. And he does very high quality videos, but also he really mixes up the content style and he does a lot of basic vlog style videos. And I watched an interview with him and he openly said that basically everybody should potentially be starting a vlog now. So let me see if I can pull this up. Let's play this. Hopefully you can hear it.
You create the strategy around showing them doing. We live in a world right now where a lot of people are sitting on their couch talking to a camera, telling you about things. And this is where I think the value of vlogs come in. I think vlogs are not necessarily a width play, they're a depth play. And they show the expertise. And so for a lot of people that I'm working with, I emphasize figuring out their version, their formatting of a vlog. Back to what we were talking about earlier with trust and how important trust is. The skepticism in the audience's eyes right now in the world is at an all-time high.
So there you have it. Vlogging is the way to go. It helps you build trust. And I would argue that there's a lot of trust has been damaged out there because of AI, because of so many polished ways that people are saying that everything has to be perfect. But that polish is coming off now. People want to see the real. They want to see authenticity, and they want to trust you more as an individual and as a brand. So I really think that most of us should be looking at creating a more authentic brand and connecting with that audience through vlogging on YouTube, but probably just in general. So I would say that this is the movement that you should be jumping on. So if you're starting a new channel, you should be looking at this concept. If you've got a business or a brand that you want to grow, you should be looking at vlogging. Now, if you would like more help doing that, then I will link to our community in the video description. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.